EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man left side as the tight end long. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Back to throw, Watson. To the right, and Skoranek is there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
You talk about this Rams defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, Funk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Demario Davis there on the stop. And the Rams at 9-5 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
50, 50. Big 20. Double right. Get out.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Stafford going to change it up here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Up the middle with Barkley. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now it's Stafford. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
32. Easy to learn.
Play action. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense And you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Barkley is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Barkley. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Grupe able to add the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Hey, alert, alert! Hey, 59! Hey, 59! Hey, 59!
Out of the gun, Watson. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First 6! Got him!
From the 50, it's Watson. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's complete to Skoranek out left. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now Watson on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Watson. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, 31!
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
In motion left goes Watson.
Hey, 31! Hey, 24!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, 70!
A handoff, Barkley running left. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Throwing is Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Max Borghi hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Pass complete there to McCoy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jake Funk taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Big 20.
Now Stafford. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Omaha, ready, move. Hey, 70. Sit on.
Here's Stafford. They've got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And the Saints first down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line under pressure, and they get to him again. Byron Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Finds his receiver, Watson. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Funk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. The 11 after only a yard.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jake Funk with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
reception. Down he goes. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
3rd and 20. To throw is Stafford. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Ernest Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll try.